Hello, Bulldogs. Today we're going to start Project 2 in Adobe Premiere. It is called Scrambled Megs. Scrambled because it's a scrambled piece of footage, and Megs because it's a very large file with lots of megabytes. To start with today, we're going to go ahead and import the little video that I gave you. It's a scrambled up piece of the morning announcements. Should be located in your folder now, since that's where we copy and pasted it. So you're going to open up your folder. You're going to open up the Premiere folder and open up Scram, and you should see your little piece of footage. Once you import your footage, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to drag it down to the timeline. Remember that you can scroll up and scroll down to make that a little bit bigger so you can actually see it. The second thing I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and remove the background. The way you do that is you click on Video Effects, you scroll down to Keying, and you select what is known as the Ultra key. Drag it on top of your clip and let go. The effect will show up in Effect Controls. Click on the effect, click on the dropper tool, and click on the color you would like to remove. Once you click on that, click the triangle below, and you'll notice that we got rid of most of the background. If I zoom in here, you can actually see that there's a little bit of cloudiness down here, which can be taken care of by choosing Matte Generation. Scroll down to Pedestal and drag it all the way to the right. And you'll notice now that most of that cloudiness is gone. After you have this done, you're going to zoom in just a little bit on the timeline by clicking on the timeline and hitting the plus sign. And you're going to hit the space bar. And as you can tell, they are a little bit jumbled. You're going to take your razor tool, come in here and clip wherever it needs to be clipped. As you can tell, that's a little clip there we need to cut. Once you clip all of them, I'm going to speed up just a little bit here, just for time purposes. There's our little audition. All right, now that we clipped them all, we're ready to put them in order. We listen to the first one. We know that goes at the end. We listen to our second one. It's the audition one. Okay, this one goes right up here. I'm going to put this right up here. And that goes at the beginning. So we're going to slide this over. We're going to move this to the beginning. If you don't have enough room, you can always just slide this over a little more. And then we'll get rid of all these gaps. Right-click, ripple, delete, right-click, ripple, delete, right-click, ripple, delete, and right-click, ripple, delete. Should be in order now. We're going to take all of the video. We're going to move it up 2 levels. Down here, we're going to make a title for the background. Click on New Title. Actually, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get an animation. So I'm going to click on File, Import. I'm going to go to my animation folder. For y'all, it's in the C drive. I'm going to open up animations, and you'll see some animations in here. Pick the one you like. Once it's imported, drag it down to the timeline. You'll remember with animations that you cannot stretch them longer. Okay, so what you'll need to do is pull more than one instance of them down to the timeline. However, you can shrink them shorter. Then we're going to go ahead and click on the title. We're going to add a default still. This title is just going to say Bush News. So I'm going to click on the text tool. I'm going to type in news. Choose a font that I like, or a font style, I should say. Make it whatever size you'd like to make it. Put it in place. I don't really like that coloring. It looks like it's a little bit off. So I'm going to click on the fill over here. And let's match this purple that's back here. All right. Then we're going to click the text tool again. We're going to type in Barbara Bush News Network. And usually if I had my title in big bold letters, I would pick a different style here. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a different style. There we go. Let's make the fill for that a different color. We're going to make the fill white. And let's put a stroke on that. The outer stroke, let's make this color purple in the middle. Maybe even make it pop out off there just a little more. Stretch out the title a little. Drag it to where you'd like it to go. Once you have it where you want it to go and it looks the way you'd like, I'm going to go ahead and right-click it and copy it. X out of this and drag this title down to the timeline. Stretch it out. And we have our first title back here. Need one more. I'm going to click on the title. Default still. This time I'm going to click on my shape tool. Put a little rectangle down here. I'm going to choose one of these styles that it has an outline. We're going to go ahead and make the fill this kind of purplish color. And let's make the stroke a nice white. And let's bring that down to about 8 for the stroke. And let's make it transparent at about 80%. Go ahead and center that. Right click and paste the text that was on your clipboard. You could also type this out. That was just kind of a time saver. I'm going to type in the kiddos' names. Carolyn Lilly. 1, 2, 3. 1-18-18 1, 2, 3. And Will Moeller. Shrink that font down just a bit. Place your text. X out. If you want the font to show or the title to show up behind them, it goes above them on the timeline. Stretch it out. And that is it. That's literally the project. There'll be some bonus things you can do if you finish early, but that's basically what we're trying to do. This is it. Signing off. Good luck. May the force be with you.